What's up everybody? I'm Brian from I Want Tesla. Wait a second, it's not my regular shirt. That's okay. We're talking about the camera system in the Tesla today. TeslaCam. So that's right, we're talking about TeslaCam, and you know, with version 10, I got version 10 over the weekend in my Model X, and yesterday I just got version 10 in my Model 3 because I have enhanced autopilot. And if you have enhanced autopilot, look in your car, you should have an arrow, a yellow arrow pointing down, and you can download it as well. Now this shirt was sent to me by Derek from Musk Merch. He sent me 2 other shirts as well. The new company, he just started a new company. Let me show you a couple more shirts. Musk Merch. Here's one of the other shirts. That's awesome. And this is gonna be a good one. He must have seen me on the track. But these are high quality shirts. They're next level apparel shirts. They're the shirts that I wear with that say I Want Tesla. And I actually just got off the phone with him to tell him I was gonna wear it during this video. He sent me the shirts just because he's a fan of the channel. And I told him I'd promote them a little bit. I was able to talk him into giving you a discount. So go to muskmerch.com, use I Want Tesla at checkout, and you'll get a discount off of your purchase. And he's gonna have a lot more stuff. The new thing in the TeslaCam is recording the rear camera. It's recording the backup camera all the time now. So now you'll have, it's the top one. So it'll say backup camera or back, front, and side and side, or left and right side. So you'll have 4 different events for 1 minute. It records for a minute, and when you press the icon, it'll record for the last 10 minutes. Depends on the situation, but it seems like if you push the button, you'll have a 10 minutes worth of recording. But if you have a Sentry alert, you won't have 10 minutes typically. You'll have a sum of that movement. So make sure you have enough space in your hard drive. And I have a couple videos on how to set up a camera or how to set up a hard drive. I use an SSD in mine with a SATA cable. I use just a thumb drive USB in the Model X. It seems to work fine, but my buddy Stefan had a bunch of issues with those. Really just make sure you have enough storage. I really recommend having 120 gigabyte or 128, whatever that comes out to, because it doesn't take long before that thing fills up. And when it fills up, you get the gray X and it doesn't work. And that might be when you need it. But speaking of that rear camera is actually really good. It looks just like a GoPro, really. That has better colors than the other cameras do. The other cameras look like a raw footage where you can really edit the footage, but the rear camera already looks like a GoPro. Some dynamic colors, the sky looks bright, even though it's facing straight down pretty much. It's got good color. So yesterday I went out in my Model 3 and I was playing around a little bit with the Smart Summon feature, and I was driving down the road and I saw a purple McLaren behind me. So I slowed down and let it pull up next to me. It's a cool car. It ended up being a McLaren 720S convertible. Really cool car, very loud, smelled like gas, but very fast car. So I pulled up next to him, and I just wanted to get it on the cameras to see how it was going to be looking in there. So we played a little bit back and forth, and after we made it through this light, he slowed down, and I waited for him to go. You can see the front end of my car go up a little bit. That's when I floored it. And his was just extremely fast. It was ridiculous. I thought that would be cool. I thought the purple might look kind of cool in the cameras. It was kind of a cloudy day, but how clear it was, and again, the backup camera was a little bit better. The backup camera is more of a wide angle lens, so you can see it a lot more. But that backup camera is going to be really nice for rear end collisions. Now there's no dead spot in the back for SentryCam. No one can hide behind the car. Really the only dead spot is in front of that front camera on the fender and right in front of the tire, really, because it's using the long range camera. I wish they would switch to the wide angle lens in the front. You'd see a lot more, and hopefully they do that soon. But then I took the footage from the Model X and I took the footage from the Model 3, put them in the computer, and the Model 3, I was able to see you now have the SentryCam, the one file you have to create, SentryCam, and there was always an arrow over, and before it used to say just recent footage and saved footage. Now they've added Sentry clips, so now you don't have to search through it and figure out what was a Sentry issue and what wasn't, which is really nice. It still shows you on the car how many events you had. I wish you can see those Sentry mode clips on the screen itself. Please, Tesla, allow us to. When it says on the screen when you get in the car, 3 Sentry mode events, let me click on the screen and actually view those really quickly, even if it's just fast. I just want to review those, make sure there's no accident or no damage to my car. That would be truly amazing. Elon, let's get it done. The reason that prompted me to do this video, yesterday I got a notification on my phone that my wife's car, TeslaCam, was turned off due to an error. I called her, she was at work, and I said, you might want to check the car, something's wrong. I thought maybe the hard drive was full and it wasn't recording because of that. It turns out I had to take the drive out and erase everything off of it. I didn't reformat it. The only files it had in there were the recent and saved footage. It did not add the Century footage, so I deleted all the files off of it, put it back in the car, and went for a drive last night. I set off Century mode, so the alarm was going off. I drove around, I saved the button, I got back home, and then I had all three in there. And so it was all working correctly. So if you have a problem with your TeslaCam, just go in there, delete everything, just drag it into the folder or drag it into the trash can, and then you should be good. But again, make sure you have enough storage on your device so you can save all this footage. Because now we are adding an extra camera. That's going to take up a little bit more footage. These things do not take up a whole lot of footage, but it doesn't take long. So if you park somewhere where a lot of people are walking by you all the time, you're going to get a lot of footage on that thing, and it's going to fill up fast. Awesome update. I love the fact that now we have 360 surrounding footage of all these cars, because there's a lot of damage to these cars now, because for some reason people hate Tesla, and I don't get it. It's an American company. They're built here in America, and there's a lot of vandalism here in America on Teslas. Boggles my mind, but that's why you need to have enough storage on your device. I've waved my hands enough for this video. Stay awesome, stay positive. Check out Musk merch and use I Want Tesla at checkout and save some money. I want to thank you for watching the video. Stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. Did you get that? That's like an Instagram reference. Did you? Leave it down below if you did.